February the 7th, 2017. It's 5:32 p.m. Arizona time. Now, with this tree of knowledge, I'm not going to tell you or explain it to you because it would cost you $7 million if I do so. But what we see here with the tree of knowledge is the cure of cancer. The cure of cancer is right here in this video with 4 Italian cypress trees. 4 Italian cypress trees. The cure of cancer. So, I don't know how many millions, if not billions of dollars that is being thrown into this research of cancer. But I don't need millions and billions of dollars for these trees to teach me what's causing the problem, what's causing cancer, and with the 2-factor to it, is that it also going to tell me how to rectify it. Now, in terms of cancer or even health issues that we see. But if we got rid of cancer and all these deformities and these health issues in America, then hospitals become vacant. Then the only ones that end up in a hospital are those are freebasing, or jumping off cliffs and then misjudging it and then become a rag doll going down. But essentially, why? Because there's more motivation, there's more incentive to keep people's mind, body, and thinking to stay unhealthy and to keep certain ailments of people. Because it's not in the millions of dollars of profits. It's not even in the billions of dollars in profits. It's in the trillions of dollars in profits. You say trillions? Yeah, well, think of how much money, if you was to collect all the hospitals and the ambulances and the doctor fees and everything else, and not to mention the outrageous pill companies and 8,000% markup on medications, as an example, it is literally trillions of dollars. As to why people get sick. People get sick because someone of interest, someone that we'll probably never even know, is they make sure people get sick. Because just think about it. You got 300 million Americans, and if each person gets sick at least once, and they spend $10 on snotty nose medicine, not medicine that would get rid of the cold, but just symptom medicine, $10. 300 million times $10. That's a boatload of money. That's in the billions of dollars. So for $1, that's $300 million. Okay. So times 10. Do your math. Okay, so now that you have seen the cure for cancer using 4 Italian cypress trees, the tree of knowledge, now, God forbid you would look at something like this to resolve your issues. They don't want to look at things like this to resolve issues because they're quite fond of seeing people unhealthy. So, not that people are exempt in this area, because people will say it's about you could say 50-50. Is people have behaviors that bring about unhealthy, or health elements. And then, of course, with cancer and deformities, that is also brought about by other measures. So the one thing you'll learn in society, and at least what I've learned, I know it inside and out, is, and capitalism has learned this, and many nations have learned this, that when things are discombobulated or set up in a way where it's ineffective, they notice that the profits seem to rise. So, and being that we have a lot of people, see, money is not a root of evil. It's those that are in the seek of more. And it is the best way to explain it is an incurable disease to want more. Now, when I say settling for more, That's a lot different than you have someone that, okay, they got a goal. Their goal was to get $1 million. But along the way, they found that, okay, now I want $1 billion. And then they get the $1 billion, and now it's $1 trillion. And then they get the trillion, and they say, no, I want quadrillion dollars. There's no end to it. Infinity. So that's why certain other foundational elements of energy has to be in place, is to tell you when, where. Now, in the seventh heaven, my least value is 7 alien. Okay, that's almost unheard of. But that is my value. It's not my value here. I'm doing good to be 100 there. But just as a video series of the Tree of Knowledge, you're looking at it. Take a good look, people. I don't know how much longer I'll be on this planet. But why is it that people, it is interesting, another very destructive behavior of people is that death has to be knocking on the door, or something has to be removed from them before they really appreciate that item. You know, it's like inmates learn this. Their freedom is gone, and then they start valuing freedom. So that's a source issue. Why do people have to be, like, for example, we're trying to clean our planet. Why is it that it's always people wanting to clean the planet when they're about 2 steps away from the planet self-destructing? That's the type of mentality. People have to get out of that mentality. Is like, do you, in your house, your apartment, do you wait until it's so cluttered up that you can't walk through it? Like we see in some of these shows with the hoarders. And of course, they're hoarding for a reason. But I'm just talking about just having a dirty or a cluttered house. Do you live in your house where you just let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, and then you clean your house and you say, why did you clean the house? Well, I couldn't get in my house, so I had to do something. That is a source problem. You resolve that problem, then anything other than that in your life will be insignificant. It'd just be a walk in the park. So that will conclude this series of the Tree of Knowledge. Take a good look, people. And then once if I was to explain this to you as to why this is the cure for cancer, cure for deformities, you're going to have a V8 moment. You're going to say, I'll be damned. I never even thought about that. And that is another issue. Why are you not thinking of crap like that? Well, it's not crap. Why are you not thinking on that term? Since 1955, I told people, use your objective and creative mind. And I didn't, nowhere in my teachings did I say, stick your brain, stick your intelligence in the toilet and flush them. Because that's what it seems like with a lot of people. You know, and it's not to be derogatory. I say that with the most highest level of endearment to all people. Because I love all and care for all. But there's also a point of realism in metaphorically slapping people in the face to wake up. Wake up, smell the roses. You know, as we know, when you're doing things the right way, you put less effort into it. And when you're doing the wrong way, you will kill yourself trying to do it. With that, this is Everett Pierce on this February the 7th, 2017. Thank you for your time and Godspeed.